Valentine's Day is just around the corner, guys, although it's like a 3 or 4 week quarter, but I want to get this video out to you guys early so that you guys can save money and get these fragrances before you take out your beautiful date on Valentine's Day. Yo, what's up guys, Tim here, welcome back to another video. Today I have 10 Valentine's Day date night fragrances for you guys. Now these 10 are not in any particular order. There's some of them that are a little bit more fresh, some of them that are a little bit more sweet. I try to pick some for every taste in here and some for different occasions as well. Depends on what kind of date you want to take your date out to. So there's one in here definitely for everyone. So without further ado, let's jump right into the number 10. Or I mean the first one, since it's not in order. Now the first one here I want to talk about is L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum. I reviewed this one yesterday, so if you watch the review, you know a lot about this fragrance already. This one is extremely nice simply because it is very creative, and this is something that a girl would actually remember you by because you're probably the only guy who ever smelled like this. So you're not wearing Le Male or the One EDP or Acqua di Gio, those fragrances that she smells over and over again. This one really breaks that mold and really becomes something that's memorable only if you're very confident wearing this fragrance, because this one is a little bit more unisex, a little bit more metrosexual. So if you're not so confident wearing this one, if you're shy, you're gonna come off extra feminine. And that's not something that you want to convey so much on Valentine's Day. If your Valentine's Day date is someone who you haven't really been dating for too long, or you're still trying to impress them, that might not be the best look. So when you wear this, make sure to wear it with confidence, and you can pull off a really amazingly intimate, amazingly romantic first impression with L'Homme Ideal Eau de Parfum for sure. Really love this one, and right now it is cheaper as well at around 40 bucks on FragranceNet or on discounters. It used to be in the $60 range, so right now it is cheap. So save up some money, you can pick this one up without breaking your bank. Next one, we're gonna get one of the more obvious options out of the way. This one is the One EDP by Dolce & Gabbana. This one is very obvious because it just smells very nice, masculine, fresh tobacco with cardamom top. It's just a very mass appealing scent. And you smell this one and you're like, yeah, I want to smell like this on a date. I want to smell this sexy. I want to smell this masculine on a date, and I wouldn't blame you. I really would not blame you. It just smells that phenomenal. It's one of the top sellers for a reason. It's one of the top compliment getter for a reason. It just smells fantastic, and the track record with this fragrance for a lot of people is amazing. It's just a fragrance that works. Now beware, one thing with this one is that if you live in Canada, and the reason I bring up Canada is because Manny from Cascade Scent told me that the One EDP is like the signature scent of the region that he lives in. So many people wear the One EDP that it becomes like a Le Male, or that it becomes like a 1 million. So beware of that. If you live in a big area where a lot of people wear the One EDP, you might not want to wear the One EDP. Now, here in Las Vegas, no one wears the One EDP. A lot of people here just wear Acqua di Gio or 1 million or Sauvage or Aventus. I've not smelled the One EDP on anyone, so I'm safe here to wear the One EDP, but you might not be. So do keep in mind where you live if you're planning on wearing the One EDP on a date. But at the end of the day, regardless of it being popular or not, it's still a very phenomenal scent. And if you want a guaranteed good impression on Valentine's Day, a guaranteed love on Valentine's Day, the One EDP is gonna be a guaranteed love from that woman. And by guaranteed, I mean 99.9%, of course, because there's always 0.1 of everything. Next one, we have Man Prive, another really obvious choice. And this one I would say is better suited if you're taking your date to a bar or to the club, because it's more of a sweet kind of nights out type of scent. It's a lot more kind of aromatic in a way. It's not super sensual. It's not super intimate. It's more of a party. Go out, go have fun, go drink, go, you know what I mean, that kind of vibe. So yeah, if you're going out to the bar, you're planning to take your date out to the club, wear Man Prive. It fits that vibe a lot more. It's sexy, it's very inviting, but it's not sensual, it's not warm, it's not a romantic type scent. So it's not the best fit for like a high class restaurant, or situations where you want to be a little bit more romantic like that. This one's like, let's party, drink, and fuck and call it a night kind of thing. So Man Prive for those type of occasion. If the girl is a crazy type girl, this one will work definitely really good for you. So yeah, that's it for Man Prive. Let's move on to the next one. Next one on the list here, I pick Armani code Absolu. Now I picked this one over Profumo simply because we already have a clubbing kind of nights out scent in Man Prive. So I wanted to add something that has a different kind of character for you guys to go and pick up. But Profumo definitely works just as well. I would have put it in this list. So if you like Profumo and you already have it, you can easily wear that one. But right now we are talking about Absolu, and Absolu is really good simply because it has a really nice professionalism to it as well. So you take Profumo that has a more of a juvenile, sweet type party DNA, you tone that down, make it more silky, make it more professional, make it more sensual, and you have Absolu. So this one you can definitely wear on a high class dinner. You can definitely wear if you're watching Netflix at home in a really kind of sensual, romantic environment with your partner. Absolu will work extremely well for those because this one smells a lot less juvenile and the sweetness is not too aggressive to where you can't wear it in close encounter. It's just a really nice, perfect, sensual, romantic, sweet scent, and the code DNA is a DNA that is also just very sexy. So you already know you're gonna have a good night with Armani code Absolute, and all the Armani code actually, just original code, Profumo, or this one, you're gonna have a very, very good night. But for Valentine's Day, where you want to be a little bit more, like a little extra romantic, Absolute is definitely one that you should consider. Now, if Absolute is a little bit too romantic for you, a little bit too, I would say a little bit too professional or too mature for you, this next one is gonna be the more juvenile alternative to that. If you still wanna have a really nice romantic type of night, but maybe you're a younger demographic, this one is more up your speed for sure. This one is Stronger With You by Emporio Armani. This one is definitely warm, definitely sensual, but a lot sweeter, a lot more juvenile, a lot sweeter, a lot more youngster, a lot more college feeling than Absolute, or this one is more along the line of Profumo, but if Profumo was made into a romantic scent, not much of a clubbing scent, more romantic, and you're gonna get something like Stronger With You. And Stronger With You intensely also work, but I find that one maybe a little bit too thick, a little bit too aggressive at times. This one is just perfect. It's not too aggressive, it's not too overbearing, it just works. And if you want, again, like I said, a more romantic type of date, but you're a lot younger, you're into college, or you're in kind of a high school phase, this one works way better for you than any other fragrance on this list, dare I say. So Strong With You by Emporio Armani, very, very good choice, and it's not too expensive at time as well. If you save up some money, you can definitely make this one a good purchase for you, and it'll last you a long time because it is a strong fragrance. You don't need too many sprays of this, so you can definitely wear this next year as well as this year. Moving on, now we have the epitome of just very sensual Netflix and chill, but very much like you on top of her while Netflix and chilling, the TV's on. And yeah, but you guys are not paying attention to the TV, of course. This one is Spicebomb Extreme. This one is so gorgeous. It smells just super sensual, sexy, warm by the fireplace, super inviting to the girl, like come here and hug me, come here and just sit on my lap kind of vibe. It's just so romantic, dude. So romantic, so tasty. The fresh spices mixed with the warm vanilla, the cinnamon, the tobacco. Oh, it's just a very masculine, dominating, but inviting kind of scent, comforting, as well as just being just masculine domination. So if you're the type of person who's very masculine throughout the year, but you want to be a little bit more sensual and romantic at this one day out of the year for your spouse or for your partner, this one is it. This one will retain your masculinity while giving her just the taste of your sweet side just for this one day out of the year where it's such a special day, Valentine's Day. You're showing her all the love that you have hidden in the background all these years because you're such a masculine guy. This is just that one day where you want to be sensual and romantic. Spicebomb Extreme is your best pick for something like that. Moving on, we have this one. This one is safe, very safe Valentine's Day fragrance. Dare I say, not really boring, but safe. This one will get you compliments for sure. The girl's definitely gonna like it, but it is safe. This one is YSL EDP. Sweet scent, but also very fresh at the same time. Extremely safe, like I said. Just another one of those very nice kind of blue fragrance, but with a sweet touch to it. And blue fragrances are, your Sauvage, your Blue Chanel, all those fragrances that smells more fresh, more shower gel. This one adds a little bit of a sweet vibe onto those blue fragrance kind of DNA, which makes it more akin to date type occasion like Valentine's Day, for example. So this one works quite nicely, and this one I would say is more in a college age kind of territory. I would say 18 to 25 would work with this fragrance really well. So if you want to go with a really safe option, this one is an amazing choice. Although very expensive, I would say it's around $70 for something like this. Oh, and Spicebomb Extreme also very expensive as well. So only if you can afford that one, go with Spicebomb Extreme. It's really, really good. I forgot to say that in the Spicebomb Extreme section of this one, but this one is also quite expensive. $70 for like a 60 ml like this. So it's not a really cheap fragrance, but it's a fragrance that will work, and it's a fragrance that you're gonna get a lot of utility out of, because this coming spring, you can easily wear this as a signature scent as well. So if you wanna buy just one fragrance that covers the Valentine's Day and also covers the whole season of spring, this one is a really nice fragrance that's really worth the investment in my personal opinion. YSL One EDP, super safe, but will get the job done absolutely, so no worries there. Next one here, we have the only niche in this list. This one is more for the connoisseur. This guy, very sweet, sensual, warm, rich, vanilla, tobacco type vibe. No, it's not tobacco vanille. No, it's not Parfums de Malia Harriet. It is even better and cheaper than those two options, might I add. And it's still a niche fragrance. And this one is Tabac Rouge by Phaedon. I smelled this one the first time in New York City and I absolutely fell in love. I knew I had to get it right away. And once I got back to Alaska, I used to live in Alaska, I bought one right away from Lucky Scent. It just smells, oh my God, so sensual, so sweet. The tobacco in here, the vanilla is so good. And tobacco in here is not actually tobacco, again, but it's just cinnamon. It's cinnamon that gives off a tobacco-ish kind of vibe. When you smell this, there's no denying that you're gonna think of tobacco vanille or Harriet, but this one is much more sweeter, much more sensual, much more playful than the other two fragrances combined. That's why this one is my favorite for me, because I really like the playful vibe that comes with this DNA that the other two don't necessarily have. So this one's sweeter, more playful version of tobacco vanille and Harriet. Smells extremely awesome. And for Valentine's Day, if you're a connoisseur, damn, this is a good choice. It is, oh my God. It's the reason why it's the only niche in this list, because it just smells so good that I had to put it in here. So if you have a little bit more money, you want to smell a little bit more unique for your girl, your spouse, or your date on Valentine's Day, Tabac Rouge is a really nice one, and I highly recommend this one in a more high-class event, high-class dinner, or something where you're dressed up a little more to really fit the occasion, because it's not a designer fragrance. It doesn't have a designer smell, so really pick a good occasion to wear this one and you'll be able to rock it amazingly on Valentine's Day. Last one on this list, we have my personal favorite. This is the last one here because it really is kind of the #1 spot, although we're not really putting everything in order. This is the #1 for me, and that's simply because this one really hot, cute Japanese lady really likes it off me, and she complimented me a few times, and there's been a lot of times that stuff happens. So Prada L'Homme Absolute. Absolutely love this one. She says it smells, she says in her words, it smells just very fresh, very sexy, spicy, kind of edgy in a way, kind of bad boy edgy. She really enjoys that. And I really agree, it smells really fresh, spicy. It's on the safe side, I would say. From a reviewer's perspective, I will have to say it's from the safe territory for sure. But there is an edgy, a spicy vibe to this one that really gives it a lot of character, especially on a date where you want to come off a little bit more aggressive, like you're dominating, like you know what you're doing. This one is really nice. It's not as safe as One EDP. It will get the job done amazingly well, just the same as One EDP, but this one is just slightly bit more daring with slightly bit more of a character. So yeah, Prada L'Homme Absolute, check this one out if you haven't done so yet. It's been my favorite for the past few months alongside Allure Homme Sport O Extreme. So now I have two favorite signature scent, O Extreme, which you guys all know is like my first really true love #1 spot in fragrances. This one is a really close second, Prada L'Homme Absolute. Amazing scent, a little hard to find, but if you can find it, it's an amazing scent. So yeah, this one for Valentine's Day will do you wonders. All right, that's it guys for top 10 fragrances to wear during Valentine's Day or to Valentine's Day date. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys can save up some money to pick some of these up for yourself for Valentine's Day or for the spring season. A lot of these work in spring as well. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and bye.